Hello, everybody. Hey, Stan.
Hi, how are you?
We're good. How are you?
Good, good.
You've been helping so much over the last couple days. Have you had fun?
Oh, it's been a blast. It really has been a blast.
Yeah, it's been a blast. We could not have done it without you.
Your
Thank
shop's
you.
amazing. Yeah.
Thank you. Well, he's worked miracles. We are here because we have a preview for you of what is to come, and you have been working really hard on Christmas houses.
Oh, yeah, just for your Christmas pageant alone, I've created 4 new Christmas cottages covered with snow, just to help out with your little pageant that you're doing. So then I also had previously created 3 snow houses. That it's my first attempt at making snow houses. So
His first attempt at making snow houses, and they are amazing. I swear, your first attempts at everything are so good. So good, and it's just so fun to share. So what we're going to do is give you a preview of the houses. The first 3 that we are going to show you are available right now, if you would like to purchase them and just get them in the mail. And then the 4 that are going to be shown at the pageant, we're going to show you a little preview today, and then we're going to show the completed ones
Yes.
at the pageant. So you have some work to do.
yes, I just finished all 4, but now I've got to furnish the insides. So I'm just a week away. So
Yeah. So we're going to be showing those at the pageant. So let's get started. So we are here right now inside of our gingerbread house. It is halfway done, complete. And Stan, we're here with you. Look at these houses. When did you make these?
I made these March of this year. I thought I had made them last year, but I've made so many houses that I was trying to get a step up on the holiday season. So I just finished them the beginning of March, I believe, of this year. So, and it was my first attempt at creating snow. So even the snow is rock hard by the time I'm done. I use a ground polystyrene and lots of glue, and then same as the homemade icicles on the house. So it was my first attempt, and I learn as I go. And these I consider my little snow cottage or snow tutor houses.
The snow Tutor houses. They are so sweet. And I love it. When he walked in, I just couldn't believe, because it's on there. And then tell us about what happened on your way here.
Well, my houses are very strong. They're like cement. So technically, they're made out of the paper mache clay that's about a 1/2 inch to 1/4 of an inch thick in areas. And it's so hard that I've always quoted that you can drop my house and not break it. Well, today I got in a really close call of a major car accident, slammed on the brakes, and the house on the end went rolling across the car and hit the side of the door, and did not scratch, did not break. Even the furniture inside stayed in place with the museum wax.
Well, we are so thankful and thrilled you are okay. That's number 1. And number 2, your houses are basically indestructible.
Yes.
That's great.
And then all these windows are handmade. I try to create these.
Yes, tell us about the windows.
It was just a basic tiny mesh metal that I used. I created the round windows and then bent the metal into place. And then the window I created out of glue, where I did layer after layer of glue on top of the metal to give it that old Tutor glass look.
Did you see something online that inspired you to do these?
No, it just came to mind.
Yeah.
I had to build them and had to learn how to build it. And
Okay, so they are so beautiful. We're just gonna get down so you can just see the detail in every single house is just so amazing and wonderful. Let's do this, and let's see, how tall are they? They're about,
I would guess maybe right at 22 to 22 inches.
and what do you use for the snow?
The snow is, you've seen the big round polystyrene balls that people use for crafts and stuff like that. You used to buy it in packages of bags. Now I have to, they don't sell it anymore, so I have to get the styrene, I have to cut it with a saw, and then I have to use my food processor to blend it down, and then I have to use a juicer to even blend it down even further, to where it's almost like a fine baby powder. And then I mix it with about 1 gallon of Elmer's glue. And then to get these drifts, underneath the drifts is a layer of thick, it's like a foam insulation that I glue each little piece on, and then I cover it with paper mache clay, which then rehardens into cement. And then I paint that, then on top of that, then I add on top of the polystyrene to give it that snow effect, so it looks like real snow. And it's hard as a rock, so it doesn't come off.
And Stan, you use your own food processor to do these. I love this.
I do. I've actually ruined a couple kitchen appliances.
You have?
But and you can make your own paper mache clay. They usually sell the ground paper mache in a bag, which is pretty expensive now. So you know how you use your shredder at home to shred all the mail. You could actually, it's a lot of work. Might sound crazy, but it's a nice fun project to do. You take all that paper that you have ground down, you boil it in hot water, and you get a paper pulp out of that. In that paper pulp, then you put that hot water and the paper into a blender, and you blend it into just a goo. And then you have to strain that goo out in a strainer, press it out, then you have a clay. And then I mix the clay with more water and more glue, and then it turns into clay, and hard as rock when it's done.
I love that. These are so beautiful. Let us know what you think. I know that you think these are gorgeous. All of Stan's work. Look, I love how you created like a wet look to where it's dripping a little bit.
Yep, just like it's been snowing and it's starting to melt everywhere.
You have a great imagination, because if I was putting the snow on here, I don't think I would necessarily think of, let's make it look like it's melted a little bit in the morning sun.
Yeah, and if you look to, even my shingles, they're the heavy-duty cardboard that I use, and they're hard as a rock when I'm done with all the glue and supplies that I use on them.
So good. So we're going to get this down here a little bit so you can see the backs, and then we are going to go around and you will be able to see the inside. These three are all furnished and they are so amazing. So Stan, this one is one of your favorites.
Yes, this is Santa's Tutor.
And there's Santa right there.
There's Santa in the back there with a little Christmas tree that a friend had made. Her trees were at about $150 a tree, which they're just stunning trees.
Oh, who made it?
My friend Wendy.
Oh, okay. It's gorgeous. We're gonna get down so you can kind of see. There's my hand. So, and I have a large hand, but I really want you to see just the scale of everything.
Yes, and a little miniature pine cones in the corner by Santa.
Oh yes, yes. You're so good at pointing out. Okay, so what are some of your favorite details in this room?
My favorite detail here is the milk and cookies to Santa on the couch.
That's so cute. So cute. And then we go up top.
We got the little fireplace burning over to the side where we got the little flickering red.
Look at that flickering right there. It's so real. I love that. How did you do that?
That is just a light bulb that you buy that flickers, that's specialized for miniature fireplaces.
Oh my goodness. I love it. So all of your houses, all of these are lit.
Yes. And like the Christmas tree itself, it's battery operated, so you can click that on and off and remove it. Everything in the house comes out. It's all museum waxed down, so it's removable.
I love that. Okay, so what are some of your favorite pieces in here? I love these mugs.
Oh, in here, I actually would think it's this tiny little Christmas, the little candle set with the wreath around it.
And the little Santa mugs.
Santa mugs, yes, those two.
Those are wonderful.
I think a little vignette that I would created there.
The little letters to Santa.
Yes.
The dollhouse on the bed. You do such a good job at making them look
livable.
Yes, I would want to live in any one of these.
If you look at some of the details like that I throw in, it's like the candle holder, which little brass candle holders and things like that. This probably took me a year to collect all these little pieces for these 3 houses at different shows and events. And
yes, you work really hard, kind of just squirreling away all of these things throughout the year, and these things are not easy to get.
Yes.
And individually, all of these items are extremely expensive. We all know the cost of miniatures.
And now the next house here is the little green Tutor house. And another one, a friend had made this little Christmas tree, which is just magnificent. If you see the little miniature popcorn strings running around the tree.
Oh, look at that. So sweet.
And there's cookies on the chair here, downstairs.
Oh, downstairs.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And that was my first attempt at learning how to make upholstered furniture. So that was my first attempt at a wingback chair.
And you made that yourself?
Yeah.
Good job.
And then again, the flickering lights by the fireplace here.
Let's see if we can get up and get in here. Hopefully it is. It's a little hard to see sometimes with our lighting, but in person it doesn't. They look so amazing.
And of course you have the vintage where you put in the coals and then heat your bed.
Oh yes, a bed warmer.
Bed warmer, yes.
Oh, how fun.
So, and again, I think my favorite is just the fireplace with the flickering glow of the fire.
Oh, it's so realistic. I just feel like I'm living inside of it, and I like your little box of apples and the little eggs.
And the gingerbread man on the table. I try to throw in little details that
Look at that.
all around the house.
Oh, it's so cute.
And then other people hand make these poinsettias, little petals. I can't do that work. It's cheaper to buy it. It would take me all day just to create this when I could create a house in a day.
Yeah. Well, you create the foundation, but then how long does the house?
Most of my houses, I can create the foundation of the house in probably about a good 6 to 8 hours. Then it takes me a good solid week to put all the clay and all the shingles on. A week to 10 days normally. So I'm about 8 hours a day. So
yeah, you're working on these full time.
I work full time. So yes, and I busted my behind trying to create the 4 new ones, which I think I've set a world record for my building, which I've created 4 in a month's time. So I'll be about a month and a week by the time I'm done with interiors. So that's about 8 hours a day just for those 2. So a lot of time goes into them.
I can't wait to see them. Okay, so that is such a wonderful house. Now let's look at this one. Who is this?
This is just, I'm not,
we're going to come up with names.
This one, yes.
Our viewers will help come up with names. They're very imaginative. But what is happening inside?
Right now, they're getting ready to decorate the tree. So you have all the decorations in the box now. You have the box that are being emptied and little ornaments in the boxes. So they're going through the stuff to get ready for the fresh live tree to put in. And this tree was handmade where I forget the name of the stuff where you just glue all of it together to make your own little Christmas tree. So yeah, and again, then that's my second and third attempt at the homemade chairs, the wingback chairs that I made.
How much time does those take you?
Maybe about 4 hours a piece.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Maybe 5 hours a piece.
Yes. I love this. They're obviously about to have a party.
Yes. This was the house that took a tumble in the car. So literally everything stayed in place except for I just see one item in here that did fly across the room, which I'm gonna put, there's supposed to be it is your silver teapot.
Which brings us to the next good question about shipping, because you ship these all over the country.
And they've made it, everyone's made it safe.
A couple things fall off.
Yes, and it's all like you can see, you can move everything. Everything's just got a dab of museum wax that holds it in place. So technically it's not glued in place, but it's museum wax. So technically you can shake the house and nothing moves. I lightly pack it with the packing paper inside just to sort of hold things in place, but nothing's ever broke. Everything's usually pretty much the same place, and people like to redecorate and move stuff out too. So
if you want to purchase one and you're worried about the shipping, things might fall off, but they've yet. No house is ever broken.
Yes.
And
it's made to come off to where you can rearrange and redecorate. So
we try very hard, and you know how they can be on the shipping process out there. Like, it can be a little scary sometimes.
They're packed really well. Usually I wrap them in bubble wrap and tissue paper, then leave 2 to 3 inches on each side of the walls, and you can shake it and pretty much drop it and not hurt the house. So
that is good to know, because these are so wonderful. And if you don't want to decorate your entire house, you can just get one of these. And then it's all
pretty
good.
much I've made them in the small footprint, no wider than 12 to 14 inches at the base, so they will fit on anybody's coffee table or anybody's end table of their house or a sofa table. So that's why it's more of a work of art than a dollhouse itself, because it will fit almost anywhere where a normal dollhouse will not. So,
and they're wonderful conversation pieces.
Yes.
These appeal to miniature collectors, doll collectors, bear collectors. I mean, they're an experience just in themselves.
And you can add your collection to it, just miniaturize it a little bit more.
Yeah. All right, so now we are going to peek. We're going to have a little sneak preview of the houses that Stan is making for the Christmas pageant. So we are going to have a program at the Christmas pageant featuring the interiors of these houses, but we're gonna have a sneak peek of 2 of them right now. Okay, we're back, everybody, and wait until you see these gorgeous creations. Oh my goodness, I feel like I'm in Aspen or somewhere. Stan, tell us about these. These are amazing.
Well, this is my my second attempt at creating snow cottages that look like realistic snow, again using the polystyrene, which is just hard as cement. So this is your little sneak peek of the houses, and same. I just finished the electrical and the interiors. I still got to decorate the interiors. Again, it's 100% cardboard and the paper mache that turns into cement, except for the windows and the trim that is wood. So yeah, I'm trying to give it this almost a little gingerbread effect if you sort of look at the trim coming down around the house. So yeah, I still got to put icicles on it and do a few more touches, but this one it just has maybe a 2-inch bigger base than the smaller other houses, but I wanted to do landscaping onto the side to add to it. So from dollar store trees that I found that I flocked in and snow, then I added my snow to I think I had a sale at Michael's hobby shop to where I just flocked the tree with more snow to give it more of a realistic look. So
you don't think the snow is going to come off in shipping?
No, and there might be a little flakes.
Yeah, there will be some.
Yeah, because there will be some, but technically it's just what I haven't brushed off yet for the extras. But yeah,
Let's look at the entrance right here. I just love what you did with the landscaping. It is so realistic. This is literally what my shop looks like in the middle of a snowstorm.
Oh yes.
This is so Colorado.
And I had my craft room with 3 fans going, trying to keep dry all of this because of all the paper used in it, and it felt like a winter snowstorm because it was so cold in my little craft room building this. So
my goodness.
And it's still drying. It will take a good. The walls are completely solid and dried, but I did use a ton of paper mache for the drifts. I've actually weighed my houses. They can lose up to 3 ounces a week until they're completely dry, because I do use, that's what turns it into cement. It has a long drying process. Eventually it will just, you can literally drop it and not break it. You might hurt the wood, but you're not going to hurt my paper mache or the cardboard. So.
Oh my goodness, I love it. So this is going to be a special program at the Christmas pageant where we show the furnished inside. So you're just going to get a little peek. This is the artists. This is the bare bones. This is the finished bare bones before you put in all the furnishings. Yes. So you're going to create something very special. So that is going to be a program which you will enjoy at the pageant.
And I've been working on model after model of handmade furniture to put inside and painting the furniture. So it's going to have a lot of unique little pieces inside to give it that little holiday touch.
I love it. So these are also going to be for sale for anybody that's wondering. You can pre-order right now if you'd like to just get in and put in an order to one of Stan's houses. You know they're going to be wonderful, and you can contact our email through that, and we'll help you out there. Oh, Stan, what are some of your themes that you're going to do?
Christmas right now. Again, I'm going to go back into the Halloween theme. I have a group that I'm on Facebook with that are dying for my Halloween houses. So right now I think I'm going to take a break because I have a contest that I've entered that if I do get selected to be part of the contest, I've got to get quicker at what I'm doing. So I'm going to practice a few different techniques. So.
Yes, it's like practicing for a marathon. It's like training. He's training. It's a miniature show that I really hope that he gets on because I think he would be an amazing contestant. Let's just look a little bit again. Okay, Stan, Gregg, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We're gonna, as always, put your blog in our video so people can follow you and learn more about you. And now we're gonna get back to work on more stuff here at the shop. We can't thank you enough.
Have a great day, everyone.
Okay, bye.
Bye.